With over 800 exhibitors gathering in Las Vegas, Nevada, NBAA-BACE is North America's largest gathering for the business aviation industry. After being forced to cancel the event in 2020, NBAA 21 will simply not disappoint. With unprecedented demand for private aircraft coming out of the COVID-19 pandemic, the world's most advanced business aircraft are here on display. Suppliers up and down the supply chain are represented here at this event and come together with private, corporate, and commercial business aviation operators from across the industry, all ready to meet face-to-face once again and collaborate in advancing the business aviation industry. Welcome back to Straight and Level, here live from NBAA-BACE at Henderson Field in the middle of the static display. We're so blessed to be joined today by Sylvain Mariat, who is the head of Airbus corporate design for all Airbus corporate jets in these aircraft, including the ACJ220 and all of the Airbus corporate jets and their entire fleet. Thank you so much for joining us here today.
Thank you. Thank you.
My first question is, what does the head of all Airbus corporate design do? Tell us about your job.
So it's a dreaming work. It's a dreaming job. I mean that my job is to design from scratch some interiors on the whole family from Airbus, from the A319 to the A350, and recently I had the chance to design the interior of the ACJ220.
The 220, and I think we were talking a minute ago about the incredible design that you have. You did it soup to nuts, clean sheet design, and you really had a focus on comfort, sustainability, and modularity in this aircraft that is unparalleled in this particular size.
Exactly.
So tell me a little bit about that.
So most of the time when you design an interior, you have to consider the right balance, the perfect balance between, as you just explained before, that comfort, ergonomy aspect and the aesthetic way. So I'm very happy because I'm fit that today with it's more than we expected at the beginning. So this interior that we can find a very nice feature.
Well, I know Jeff and I were talking about this aircraft and how you were able to really bring some special touches to the cabin, and you designed every single facet of it.
I want to know what you're most proud of. It's a beautiful interior.
Thank you first, and very happy and very proud because we try to be out of the box, but to keep something simple and very easy to use, easy to see, and I love the timeless design also. You know, something very clever. I mean that the windows, it's a good example. The interior windows, it's very round, it's very geometric, and we add some new features. For example, the windows, it's electrochromatic window shade. It's the first time in the B-jet we can find this kind of tool. So anyway, it's a global part, and in general, I'm very proud that we did this design, the complete project during not easy time. You know, the last 2 years was not so easy, but we did it. Thanks to good flexibility of everybody, engineer in Airbus, and also in Comex, our partners.
There's no compromise in this interior. Yeah. I think that's something that to be really proud of. How do you, when you approach an aircraft with this level of perfection and design into the interior, how do you take that approach to where you're not compromising that artistic creativity that also gives you the comfort and the form and the function as a designer?
I said every time in my team that the devil is in the detail, so we have to check everything, every millimeters. We have to keep in mind that the experience we had, and also some questions from our customers they love to get and they want to improve, and we did this interior in this way. So I mean that no compromise everywhere.
We know these airplanes have terrific range. They can fly for a long time. What did you use and what did you implement in your design to make sure that the pilots up front are comfortable and can do their job?
The carpet is a very interesting kind of subject in terms of material, because yes, we have to find the best way of comfort, because most of the time our customers want to remove their shoes and like at home. This interior, it's like at home. But in the same time, if it's too high, it's a lot of weight for nothing, I would like to say, and it's not so comfortable. You know, you have to find the right balance. But by experience, we know the best thickness we need to use. The best balance also between wool and silk. You know, and to have a clever split inside. You know, for example, the entrance, it's a non-textile floor. I would like to say it's kind of it's a high-end plastic, but it's very good, very quality at the end. And after you can get the carpet. So it's all materials used in the aircraft is not used by default. I mean, it's very.
That's amazing. So tell me more about that. And this may be a hard answer, but when you're sourcing materials for these aircraft, I know that you approach every single material with perfection and precision. How do you build a supply chain where every single component that's in that interior meets your standard?
Okay. Typically for this ACJ220, because our partners and our outfitters is Comlux, based in Indianapolis, we have some discussion together to have the best supplier. So we have a lot of American suppliers because to have a good flexibility and some suitability. So it means that we have some kind of discussion about that to have the best compromise, the quality, and also the flexibility for the customer also. I mean that when they deliver the aircraft, you have something you can find everywhere and very fast.
So I know you also have a partnership with the artist Congo. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, it's a good story. Cyril Congo, it's a contemporary artist. His way is to design a very nice features, artworks, and collaboration with high-end brand. He have a collaboration with Hermes, with Coco Chanel, and so on. So we ask him to make something together, and he put definitely a very dedicated artwork, and we work together to make something very out of the box in terms of trim and finish. And I'm very happy by the final touch, because it's a good balance. You know, you have vibration. It's quiet, but in the same time you have vibration.
That's incredible. Well, I really appreciate you joining us today. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope you come back to join us on Straight and Level.
Thank you so much.
It's great to be back face-to-face in the business aviation industry. On behalf of the crew of Straight and Level, a special thanks to all of our guests for joining us live on the broadcast set in the NBAA static display. I'm Hulsey Smith, and until next time, blue skies.